Finally. Let's do this for real. Sorry it took so long. You know what these legal types are like? Yes, sir. No, sir. Here's 80 pages of needless jargon, sir. Anyway, believe it or not, this is my excited face. Come on. Let me show you what we've got. So, all the usual stuff. Merchandising, likeness, blah, blah, blah. But the really juicy stuff is their expectation of you. They need you to challenge yourself all season, be the best you can be, dominate your teammate, become a legend. All that jazz. Now, it's over to you.
Alright everyone, welcome to the start of my F124 Driver Career Mode on the road to McLaren. Today we're here for episode 1, the start of this road and this series. We are going to be driving at the start of the series in Season 1 at Williams. The storyline is Logan Sargent has been chucked out like he's been rumoured to be doing in real life. As well, McLaren have offered my services to replace him. We're also going to be using this face because he's been in the F1 game since 2016 as well. Helmets, very disappointing options. I actually went and bought this helmet from the Podium Pass. It's like 200 pit points, whatever they're called, as well. Very plain, very disappointing options in terms of helmet selection. Now, in terms of our contract, so yeah, Williams isn't too bad. You get 41% recognition. We're going to go with a recommended 69. Our stats are terrible because, you know, I haven't done F2, and you know, we're starting from this. We are the worst F1 driver on the grid. You know, we are worsely rated than Sargent at this moment, but I think we can do something better, and hopefully even start to, you know, outshine Alex Albon. We've got this new home. I'm not going to be including this too much because it's the same cutscene every time you come. This is where we would need F1 Lite to be able to customise it. But nevertheless, there's our ratings. The base rating is very dreadful. R&D wise, not a lot we can do with our 292 resource points as everything's locked out. So yeah, let's go to the grid reveal though. Now, Alex Albon is a legend because he's purchased for us weight reduction upgrade. Absolutely fantastic. So it's not a durability upgrade, it is a weight reduction upgrade as well. So yeah, he is thinking about front downforce and we're just going to beat him to it. We don't have enough to rush this, so yeah, but I think it's going to come on anyway for Australia in 2 races time. That episode probably out next week. Now, one area that hasn't really changed is this place. Whatever you want to call it, the R&D centre, the team's basically centre. You know, we've got a little cutscene here. You know, Albon and myself walking in with Williams' terrible shirt design there.
Well, as the sun goes down, the speeds go up. It's almost time to get underway for this shootout for the fastest time and the best possible grid position for tomorrow's race. Let's get on with it. It's qualifying for the Bahrain Grand Prix.
So we are in qualifying there. Nice to see that they've added the qualifying intros back into the game after they've disappeared. Oh, I did want to say that there's no livery reveal. They got rid of that since F123 as well. So there have been a few changes there, as well as now this Sauber has decided doesn't want to move out of the way, so we have to go around. That is very frustrating for me, but nevertheless, we are a 10th up on my previous best time, which is good because we're currently languishing where Logan Sargent usually qualifies, P20, as well. We're now almost 2/10 up on my previous best time, and now we're trying to come through this horrible section up always hate this corner on the F1 game, and it feels horrible on this game with the handling model as well. No rear locking. I had that a lot in the race, which I will show you a little bit of that, but yeah, no rear locking on my fast lap, excuse me, but we are 4.5 tenths up on my previous best time, but only 2.5 tenths up on Ricciardo's time, so I don't exactly know where this is going to be. Sector 3, I don't seem to have it. One thing I should point out, we got hot lapping qualifying this year. I recommend you do use a bit, because, sorry, not hot lap, overtake as well. You know, just use it, because hot lap won't use all of it, all the ERS. So yeah, I will see. I think we're going to get, as we qualify, P60, which I don't think is too bad. Would have been knocked out in Q1, but we're not doing that. Alonso takes pole by 2 thousandths. That is very tight. It's a bit better there from the Red Bulls. You know, Bahrain was a track that they dominated in real life. Expect a bit more from the Hassan on the Racing Bulls. So yeah, well, we'll see what we can do then from 16th on the grid. It's time for the race day's Bahrain Grand Prix.
No more testing, no more practice. This is the real deal, and it's make or break here at round 1 of this year's Formula One World Championship. There's no shortage of passing opportunities around the 3.36 miles of the Bahrain International Circuit, with the best, of course, at turn 1, and then another soon after into turn 4. 15 corners here, 6 to the left and 9 to the right, and we could see 1 or 2 flat spots into that tight left-hander of turn 10. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Fernando Alonso lines up on pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Norris, Verstappen, Sainz, Hamilton, Oscar Piastri, Russell, Stroll, Bottas, Joe, Albon, Gasly, Hulkenberg, Phoenix, Ricciardo, Magnussen, Ocon, and Yuki Tsunoda. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And alongside me, a man, well, what more can I say? But he's a legend, Anthony Davidson. Now it's a new season, plenty of new opportunities, but I think I'm going to start with a question we may have asked last year as well. Can anyone stop Max Verstappen?
That's what they're hoping for. And that's what we're hoping for as well in some ways, because we don't want to see just one driver or one team running away with it this season like we had last year or even the years gone by in this sport. Can we get to see a 2-way or even a 3 or 4-way fight throughout this race today? Fingers crossed we'll get that.
So we are down the grid. Race strategy is a bit interesting, because obviously this is a 35% series now. And they say 2-stop. They were suggesting a 2-stop using all the compounds. I don't know what the tyre wear is going to be like. It is going to be interesting. I did think about starting the mediums, going to softs. That was a strategy that worked in the Grand Prix mode, but we are going to go to softs. Just try and get some positions as well. 5 lights out then, and away we go on our journey to McLaren. It starts here, and it's been not the best start, to be honest. As well, Magnussen is going to get rid of down the inside of about 5 cars there. They're still not closing off the inside there, and we're able to get ahead of our teammate as well there now, and we're up to P12, so it's been a better start, and that is Carlos Sainz losing his front end plate, giving damage to the Mercedes as well of Lewis Hamilton. So yeah, it's an unusual top 2 of Norris and Alonso there as we go trying around the outside of Zhou. Where am I going? At turn 4 we've come back, and we've got just managed to get Zhou there, but yeah, I don't know where I was going, to be honest. I don't do much. I think we were trying to get Russell, but I mean that was a pipe dream there. Yes, up at the front though, it is Fernando Alonso leading from Lando Norris as well. Although we have seen Lando win, can he get another podium today? As Perez is the lead Red Bull there as well. I thought about having to go at Stroll down the inside there, but then thought better of it, and we have to tuck him behind there as well. Keeping an eye on tyre wear as well, because obviously it's new for this game. as well. Notice the rears already wearing, and again we have a look at Stroll at this hairpin as well. And I want to I could have dived down here again, but Stroll would have probably closed the door. And watch this. Watch the gap. Goes up, goes up, goes up, and you know there's just nothing I can do on that corner as well. But science is still out there, by the way. The AI haven't pitted, so they've changed that coding. The AI down the inside. We got the move done. As well, I was not expecting the move done. I thought about having another go at Russell there. We're going to stay behind there as well. But yeah, on Stroll, you know, he left the door open for us. Fair play to Stroll there as well. Man was literally the only man making some moves at Monaco last weekend. But now we jump to lap 3. We're in the points. And you can see here that we're starting to fall behind as well. You can see here also that the disparity between the left side tyres, the left rear is the most worn. That is because of rear locking. I just keep locking the rears up, which is just causing the tyres to be not great. Now we are playing a few ERS games to get DRS. Going to none as well gives obviously Stroll then goes past, and I have DRS, and then I'm able to use that extra that we saved to deploy overtake down the main straight, deploy it all, and you know we are able to get past. DRS is not as strong as it was on last year's game, so yeah. The AI will only use medium or overtake the same way they will only use hot lap in qualifying. So that's just something to note with the RS, is the AI have been coded there, as we saw Shio getting past Stroll there with some DRS. Again, same strategy with Zhou. We're not losing. We're not actually losing too much time to sites, but I'm not fast at this circuit. I've never actually been very fast at Bahrain. As well, we're probably not going to be coming back to this circuit on this game, because it's not the best circuit, to be honest. As well, it's a lot better real life for racing, I feel. But as well, and that's Norris having a go at Alonso for the lead, and he's done him. So Lando Norris, I mean, it took him to Miami to get his first win as well. He could be winning today. We'll have to wait and see. Leclerc has also jumped Alonso through the pit stage, so Norris will have the lead. The two racing balls are on hards. We're just going to let them run out. Our rear tyres were screaming at the end, 57%. Well, no!
Cannot be serious!
That's annoying. Team radio from Mark about the stop.
We had an issue attaching the left front wheel. I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put that behind us and get back into this race.
That's put us out in well, hopefully it's 17, but we are going to try and get Hulkenberg around the outside. I've gone for mediums. We could have gone for hards. Again, it is for early days. I don't know about the tyre, whereas Albon is still behind us. So Albon's not had a great time of it as well. He's been slowed up and is now directly behind us as we're watching. This is Leclerc versus Norris for the race lead, and Leclerc not able to get past. What I have seen on this game, DRS trains are a huge issue. It is so hard.
Okay, mate, Gasly's ahead of you. They're holding us up now, so let's please try and get past as soon as possible and get on with our race. Push, push.
Yeah, this is going to be difficult. We've got a second one, because we had one for the engine temps, which was pretty easy. But this one's going to be harder. To get past Gasly by lap 18, excuse me, as well. Lando, meanwhile, still leads at the front, but how much longer can he hold on against Leclerc, against Alonso? Remember, those two were separated by 2 thousandths in qualifying as well. We're weaving to try and distort our teammate Alex Albon from overtaking us. We haven't got to worry about fuel, but we will be playing some ERS games. You can see by lap 18, Gasly's just run away. So yeah, the tyres are not good. As well, maybe going to hards might be better. Might be trying that out in Friday's second race at Jeddah as well. We'll see what the performance is there again. Using the none, this is a crucial trick. Using the none, the AI will go past you because they don't use none, they only use medium or overtake in the race, and now we're just able to spam overtake, get some DRS, and then crawl, reel him in. It is the ultimate defense weapon. It's not doing very much for attacking the car in front. We are losing time to Gasly as well. The other thing is obviously we're losing time to the cars behind by doing this. We could work together, but I think that Albon would just run away. And I don't want Albon to run away. It doesn't look good for us. And Albon's actually going to lose out to both Ocon and Hulkenberg. So, yeah, I don't think... Albon hasn't really deserved to be in front. We would have been a lot further out the road had we not, not had that pit stop error as well. And that's Leclerc finally getting past Lando Norris to take the lead at the Bahrain Grand Prix. Red Bull have looked very poor in this race, by the way. Like, they're 5th and 6th, but Norris, this isn't finished yet. Norris swoops out with the DRS and comfortably takes the move back and retakes the lead and the victory here at Bahrain. I'm going to come around the final corner. In the end, Albon did manage to get Hulkenberg, but not Ocon, so he finishes P16. We come across the line to beat him, but it's only P14. If you think about it, the team cost us points today with that pit stop error. I think we could have been, they cost us 3 seconds. At the end of the day, that 3 seconds was probably there or thereabouts the difference between being in that train and the higher up. And I think we could have possibly been further up in a better position to fight for those positions potentially, as well as being at the back of the train as well, not being really able to do anything. In terms of the standings as well, it's the same as the race results. Ricciardo finished last, nobody DNF'd as well. Constructors, McLaren have an early lead over the likes of Ferrari, Red Bull and Mercedes and Aston Martin, all close together as well. Our teammate rivalry is withdrawing 2-2, which is good because I don't want to see Albon's smug face. They all have the same smug expression and it is very irritating when you see that as well. We gain some experience up to 51. Our racecraft is not up to, doesn't go up, but we gain pace, but lose focus. Yeah, our overall rating is fine. So I don't know what we can do to gain focus as well, but yeah, I'm not too worried about it because it doesn't come part of the stat. So yeah, we got our detail breakdown. Natural weekends rating can't reduce over time, but I don't think they should be reducing that much really. As well, we gained 2%. Apparently made 18 overtakes. I don't believe, that's obviously overtaking everyone in the pits by going longer. As well, by overcutting. If we hadn't made so many overtakes, we would probably got that. As well, I think the recognition is still the same. But we do get 2 simultaneous upgrades with that as well. Specialists, we completed the race. It's a simple one with the race one. I haven't really seen where these are going to improve the game yet with R&D, but I'm sure that's going to become a little bit more clear later down the line as well. But there we go. Lando Norris becomes a Grand Prix winner in the first race of this career mode as well. Sauber getting points as well. Zhou getting points. That's something we haven't seen in real life either. Max Verstappen only P6 behind Perez. I think there definitely needs to be a performance update as well. But yes, that's where I'm going to leave it today's episode. Apologies that this is a day late. The game crashed in the results screen, so this is the second time I actually recorded it that you've seen as well. But yeah, if you are new around here, then please do get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content. Until the next video, then I'll see you next time. Take care. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your day and goodbye.